Hello and welcome to another World of Tanks replay. This time I am in my M46 Patton and I'm playing with Nurkus and she is in her E50. It is a 10-9 game on Ensk and I've picked this replay because it shows how valuable a platoon can be in carrying. We have to do a quite significant carry in this game, and not just in the sense that we do a lot of damage, which we do, but also in the way we work together. And Nurkus and I, we've been playing a lot together ever since I started in Kitty, or I was part of Kitty. So at this point we know each other really well and we know what each other will do in a given situation, so it makes it really easy to work together, which is nice. But yeah, enough talking, let's get going. As I said, tier 9 game on Ensk. We have one heavy, well, both teams, they have a super heavy E75 and a set of Waffenfrägers, and then two mediums. So, I mean, the teams are quite similar. This is probably one of the more similar maybe matchmaking setups that you'll see in a while. But it's Ensk, and both me and Nurkus, we decided to drive not straight into the brawly area, but sit out here on the flank to just pew pew. And there Nurkus makes an unfortunate trade with a Waffenfräger. I think he penned. Just have a look. Yeah, he did. So that was an unfortunate start. And you saw me drive in front of Nurkus. And usually that's a bad idea when it's a puppy, but we were talking together on TeamSpeak and I just said, I'll pass in front of you in 2 seconds. And then 1, 2, bam. And I said, I'm going now, so she knows that I'm coming around that side. But here, initially I'm just waiting, I want to see what our team is doing. I decided to spin a bit in place, which was a bit dumb, but I'm waiting because there are a lot of TDs and at E75 I don't want to run into. But then after a while I decided, okay, fuck it, enough is enough. I planned a good shot into the Yak Tiger 88 and now I'm thinking, you know what, it's time. I know where both Waffenfrägers are, they're down at that area, and the JC88 is sitting here in this window. I'm trying to find a shot but I can't. And the T-54E1 is on the east, together with the 3090. So I'm like, actually, fuck this, I'll go across here. I trade with this Type 62, and then he pulls back into the Pershing shot, so that's good. And now I have the flank of all of these guys. And I can just start to work them down. And Nurkus is pushing through the middle as well. And we're coordinating and moving. I don't push across here because I know there's an 87 sitting on the side here. And now we can focus on this 88. I decided to just push him. I tried to get around him, but he turns in time. But he bounces me. And then I know the 87 has ridiculous DPM. So I don't want to trade with him. Unfortunately he clips my drive wheel, so I can't what's it called? I can't shoot back, so that was actually a bit unfortunate. But now the scores are looking quite good, and we were taking, I mean, as always when I play with Nurkus we derp around and just have fun, but here we're doing, it's 6-3 and we have control of the map, so I'm sure that this game is done now, so we're playing fun, or for fun, even more. And on TeamSpeak I'm just telling her I have this Yak Tiger 88. She doesn't have to poke. And there we go, he's dead. And now there's Waffenfräger. He's looking at her. He fired. I pull out. And I bounce his front, I think, or something. And now all of a sudden the score's 7-7. And Nurkus deals with the Centurion coming up behind her. And we're now... I mean, at this point we know where everything is because... Let's pause quickly. RT can't be here because then we would have spotted him, or E75 would have spotted him. T95 here, Waffenträger, E75 and AMX. And T54A1 was spotted down this flank as well. He's back here behind the 3090. So we know that the map is now split in two. And we were discussing at this time on TeamSpeak that surely these guys here can handle these three guys. But we decide, I decide to go through the middle here to say hello to Senior Waffenträger. The other Waffenträger kills our E75. We know where the T95 is. I deal with the Waffenträger. But the scores are still 9-9, and we're discussing, me and Nurkus, and we go, you know what? Let's just ignore the Waffenträger and T95 in the north and deal with, and help our base deal with those attackers and then swoop around. So we decide to head south, which we will be doing now. And I don't know why I drove this way. This is a bit, it's a time waste. It doesn't matter that much. It's just a bit of a retarded route. I think at the time I was concerned that the Waffenträger in the middle would poke out and blab me. But I mean, yeah, it's a bit unnecessary. And now I switched to APCR because the game is a bit too close. Well, it was. Now we killed. Yeah, those two. And I'm thinking, okay, there's an issue 12254 on almost full health, a Waffenträger, and an issue 122. Surely they can deal with Mr. T54A1. So I drive back north to keep up two flanks on them. And this time I drive through this area just to not be exposed to the Waffenträger if he was moving down the 6th line. Nurkus is now moving up the 6th line. Oh, moving, but keeping an eye on the 6th line. And then on the minimap I can see that the 54A1 just wrecked our 54 because, I don't know, he was stupid. And now the Waffenträger Panther 4 is going in alone, and the SU-122 will follow in alone. And that's just, yeah, how not to fight an autoloader, go in one by one. I find the Waffenträger, he was just chilling there for some reason. And now RT clicked the Waffenträger Panther 4, and our 122 44 YOLOs in. And now Nurkus and I are discussing where the T95 is. And he's looking our way, so we were like, you know what? How about no? I could take a hit and maybe we could get around, but that's just stupid. We might as well deal with Mr. T54A1. So we decide to drive all the way back. We could have maybe just stayed one on this side and one on the other, but we didn't want to make the same mistake as our teammates did when they were busy throwing away this game. So now I'm driving back, and we're discussing that he's one shot, T95 is full health, RT is somewhere up in the northeastern corner. So we know where everyone are, or where everyone is, but we don't, I mean, it's still not easy. One RT hit and Nurkus is dead. I mean, I'm on 1000 health or 900 and she's on 400. So a high roll from T54A1 and or RT, and she's dead, and I can only take 2 hits. And here what we did there, I'll just pause quickly, what we did there was that he was back here, so just in case he was sitting behind this corner, Nurkus would go run around one side and I would go around the other, but he wasn't there, so we were discussing, okay, he has fallen back somewhere. So now I drive around, and now I do some, I push out here, but not too aggressively. I think he's sitting in that area, so I just blind fire, and he was, but because this is the pattern, my shot went waff. But now we know where he is. I'm communicating with Nurkus. Actually, at this point, Nurkus was telling me that she was being spotted, so I knew that he was sitting in that bush. That was how it worked. I'm just now remembered. And I knocked over that tree to trick RT into thinking I was moving over that side, just to give me just a brief second to move in here and shoot into his bush again and pull back. This time I don't get spotted, but I see the tree being knocked over, so I tell Nurkus he's still there. He's moving around, and we're talking about just knocking down his whole house, which is what we're doing now. I get spotted when firing, so we know he's there. At the moment we don't know where the T-95 is. He could have moved, but we're both, yeah. Wait. Whatever. Artie fired and missed, luckily. That was quite a... I would have been able to survive it, but it would have been unfortunate to have taken that shot. But now Artie fired, so I know I can pull out in safety. And then this guy, I don't know what he did. I think he shouldn't have shot whatsoever. He should have just sat there and waited. But then I tell Nurkus that Artie is definitely in the A0 corner. And now Nurkus is sitting back because she can't take a hit, and I want to find out where Mr. Doom Turtle has doodled off to. So first I poke this side. I can't see him. And I find him. As if I have a shot, but I don't. But initially I wasn't spotted, but then I end up being spotted. And then I just tell Nurkus he's backed up all the way into A0 or A8. And now we're talking that we're just discussing whether or not she can move up and stay in cover behind those houses that I just pinged in front of me here. And what I'm doing now is I'm clearing up. I'm trying to confuse Artie by shooting these walls so that he thinks I'm moving. And also this allows me to move later without knocking over stuff, so he can't see if I'm moving. I mean, this is way too much, maybe. I'm overthinking, but I was waiting for Nurkus anyway, so I might as well do something. And then I managed to knock over a little piece of whatever anyway, so it didn't really work. And now we're discussing what to do on TeamSpeak. As you can see, no, Nurkus is still full health. So what I do now is I look at on the minimap where he was last spotted, and I poke out, and I can spot him without him spotting me. So I just sit here now. I don't fire. I just sit here until Nurkus, he's looking at me. So Nurkus can move in and find Artie. It's still a bit risky because Artie is Artie and can blap her in the face, but it would be better. It's better that it's her rather than me, because my tank can definitely... maybe if he pins me, I'll die, so he'll have a harder time pinning Nurkus. And I secured a kill, and we laugh because he bounces off. He was shooting AP at Nurkus, which I don't know if he should have done, but he did. And then we can both kill him. And now it's just I'm waiting for Nurkus to move around a bit, and now I can take a hit, so I just drive out. See if I can spot him. I can. I pull back, and he's looking at me. So yeah. Now it's just me and Nurkus to just kill him, because if he's looking at me, Nurkus can move up on his side. If he turns to Nurkus, I can shoot him. So this time, or now it's just finishing. But yeah, this was a long game. You can see it's on the third. It just passed the 3rd minute mark, and I managed to get a top gun. Nurkus 3 kills. Bros. That means we get bros and hoes. Oh yeah, I think I nicked this kill, but bros and hoes. And then I do 4,000 damage. Nurkus. Oh no, Nurkus got the kill. But yeah, so I do 4,000 damage. Nurkus the same, roughly anyway. Both of us. 10 kills between us. Top gun for me. Brothers in arms. I mean, this was just... In our team, the second highest damage dealer was... I can't remember, I think one guy in 2,000 and the rest way below. Whatever the exact damage was, the main point is that they didn't do a whole lot. So this was me and Nurkus having to drive around the map, communicate, work together, kill the enemy tanks, and just carry our team to victory. And this was one of those, we were talking afterwards, talking together after this game, that this was a really enjoyable game. I love the games where I know I have made a difference through teamwork with my platoon mates. Yes, I like to have fun, but it's a great feeling to know you carried it. And there's no doubt that if we hadn't been in this game, it would have been lost. Or rather, if someone needed to carry this team, and we were in the game to carry, so we did. But anyway, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask away as per usual. I will. This will be the last 9.7 update, by the way, just so you know, because last 9.7 replay, because today the 9.8 patch just came out, and I will update as soon as I'm done recording this, because I want my Leopard 1 in high definition HD super whatever you want to call it. So that'll be nice. But yeah, maybe I'll make a video or find a good replay to make another video in the coming few weeks. But I have exam preparation, so don't count on it. Just so you don't sit up during the night in hope of me uploading something fancy. But anyway, as per always, or as per usual, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the battlefield, and if not, then for my next video, whenever it might be. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye bye.